Hello guys, it's Tuesday, and today guys, we're gonna review the top 10 most disturbing facts about the RMS Titanic. Which of these disturbing facts are legitimate, and which of them are just part of common urban legend? Be sure and tell us down in the comments below. And also, be sure and subscribe, leave a like, turn on notifications, and ring that bell, because there's more true content coming your way. So let's just jump right into it with number 10. Okay guys, this one should be kind of a gimme due to the thumbnail, but one of the passengers on the Titanic was in fact not Andre the Giant. Now I don't know where this rumor originated from, but I've heard it all over, and due to my research, I've read it in many different libraries and checked on many YouTube videos, and there's just no evidence whatsoever that the night when he left the world, Andre the Giant was a passenger on the Titanic. I cannot 100% prove, but I would tell you I am accepting as fact that Andre the Giant would never ride on that large boat. Moving along. While the Titanic was unable to travel up here very well at all, it could in fact travel down here at lightning fast speeds. So, if in fact the Titanic would not have sunk on its maiden voyage, they could have conceivably gone down here, down to someplace like, I don't know, China maybe perhaps, and then it could have gone much faster due to gravity and lots of weight, more buoyancy, and go faster if you go down here. Moving along. Despite what the history books may tell you, the waters of the North Atlantic were not, in fact, shark-infested. Now, I know what you may be thinking. Sure, there have been many accounts of great white sharks attacking feeble swimmers in the cold, frigid waters of the North Atlantic. But then you must ask yourself, what do we remember about the Titanic? Aha! It left no survivors. So, if there was no survivors flaring in the water that night, then how did the story or the legend get out? See, this is what I call a commonly accepted myth. There were, in fact, 0 great white sharks in the waters that night that the people were swimming around. Moving along! OJ had nothing to do with the Titanic sinking. Moving along! Who truly was the greatest basketball player on board the Titanic the night it sank into the murky depths? Sadly, we will never know, because there were no basketball hoops on board the boat. Moving along! Okay, I'm sure most of you already probably know this, but except for Noah's Ark, the RMS Titanic was, and still is, the largest ship ever to sail on the high 7 seas at a whopping 1 million feet long. Damn, that's a big-ass ship. Moving along. Many of you believe the common myth that the Titanic was sunken by an unwieldy iceberg. But, due to the miracles of modern science, we have now proven the real cause of that terrible disaster on that fateful, stormy, hot, sultry night. And it was, in fact, sharks that sunk the Titanic. Alas! The culprit was a megalodon. I know you think it may have been an iceberg, but that would be foolhardy to believe such a terrible, terrible lie about such a majestic boat. You see, it was actually an unwieldy megalodon, swimming frappery around in the water, perhaps hunting around for some yummy salmon, or maybe even a perch. But it was not the largemouth bass that this megalodon ate that night. No, instead, it was people like Frederick Fleet, Captain Smith, the unsinkable Murray Brown, and many others, but not Andre the Giant, but possibly Robert Waldo. Moving along. Did you know some of the survivors of the Titanic wreckage are still alive today?
Well, my father was a builder, a master builder, and in England in 1911 business wasn't very good, and he had built a lot of houses which he couldn't let. Now that must sound very odd today, but it was so in those days. And when a friend of his...
Moving along! Moving along! Adventurer Stockton Rush and his wacky crew of ill-begotten retards have reported back from the ill-fated voyage of the Ocean Gate submersible that the Titanic wreckage is in fact null and void. You can try to go down there, but there is no longer a boat. You see, Davy Jones' locker and the ravages of the deep sea have sadly swallowed the Titanic whole. So do not try to swim down there. There's nothing to see. So what do you guys think, guys? I'm eager to hear down in the comment section below if you think that all these facts are just totally bogus, retarded, dumbass bullshit, or if any of them have irrefutable proof. I know a lot of this is up for debate and speculation, so I'm eager to see what you got in the comments. Now, remember to like, subscribe, turn on notifications, ring that bell, because I got a lot more Chew content coming your way, and you want to be up to date on whenever the Chew content drops. So long, guys.